Recovered from all that hard riding?
Take more than that to wear me out, love.
I'll bet. You up for another session sometime, or what?
Well, as long as you are. What are you doing this afternoon?
Well, I think I could find a window in my schedule.
Best leave it open for me then, aren't you?
Around 2-ish, if that suits.
I'll bring my riding crop.
Oh, we're not quite at that stage yet. Time we got you into some jodhpurs, mind.
What do you think you're after round here?
Waiting for Andy. What's it got to do with you, anyway?
Well, they're all out, so you might as well clear off. And I don't want out to do with you.
Said that to you, has he?
If you're still here when I come back, I'm calling the police.
What's up? Frightened he might see what you've nicked.
I might live in the same house, that's the only thing we have in common.
See? I told me Dad you'd never be a proper dingle, you. You wasted time.
Maybe, but I'll never be an embarrassment to him.
You tell Andy when you see him. I've been round, and I'll be back. Have you heard me?
Rogers, then.
Sorry?
Fraser. Whenever I look for him, he's off somewhere. Sure he avoids me.
I can't think why. He'll be out with the horses somewhere. I don't know. Just give him a break.
That's all he has. Breaks. He's never there. Don't trust him. Where's Charity, anyway?
I'm here. Why? Did you miss me?
Only in the sense that I couldn't see you working. Where have you been?
A couple of the horses wanted walking out. 2 birds with one stone. They get their exercise, Charity gets a riding lesson.
What do you get?
A pay rise for doing such a great job.
Everybody getting on so well. That's enough bonus for me.
Too well. When we've got a business to run.
Shall I give you 2 around, see how we're doing? You find a job that wants catching up and I'll do it.
And if I'm supposed to be chatting up your posh clients, it's as well I know what I'm talking about, don't you think?
I've got a pile of admin stuff needs going over.
We can do it now if you like.
No, we can leave it till later on. In fact, why don't we do it at the Woolpack tonight? So long as you've nothing else on.
Nothing that comes before work. See you later. You're improving.
Thought you'd done all your good deeds for one day.
There's not wrong with helping somebody out when they need it.
So what's it this time, then, eh? You making the porridge?
You're on private land.
And you're not.
I've been invited. Why don't you just mind your own business and leave us alone, eh? What Andy wants all to do with you, I don't know.
We're mates, darling. All right? But you wouldn't know out about that, though, would you?
I told you what to do if you didn't clear off. I mean it.
Big deal. Call the coppers, then. What are you going to tell them, eh? Andy's mate's leaning on a wall outside doing now. I can just see it now, helicopters, full right gear.
We'll see.
Hey, lads, drop everything. Cain Dingle's leaning on a wall at Sugden's farm.
Well, why don't you just stay there and you'll find out?
I'll tell you what. When they come here, yeah? Tell them that I've just gone checking a few traps, eh? I'm sure the dog teams will find me, eh? You silly cow.
This all looks reasonably positive.
Very.
No, just reasonably.
Well, you know more about the admin side than I do.
Well, somebody has to see the big picture and not get carried away. That's where Tara fell down, I'm afraid.
Not just there, from what I hear.
I tell you what, should we have another drink?
Yeah, I'll get these.
You're working. Stoke can pay for them. I'll go.
Hey, sure.
I'm quite capable.
No, I didn't
I'm
mean
actually
that.
capable of a lot more than people imagine.
Is he always this touchy?
I think it might just be you.
What have I done?
Nothing. What's that got to do with it?
I wouldn't have had him down as your type either.
And why's that then? Just because you can't get up on a horse?
Sorry, I'm out of order. And there's no rules about bosses and employees having to be best mates, is there?
Well, I do all right.
I wasn't including you.
And I'm not about to change anything either. If I can help it.
I didn't see him on my way up. He's probably gone home.
He said he were looking at traps. Then he set off towards the trees at the other side of the track. That's still Jack's land.
He's just trying to upset you, Emily.
Well, it's working. I'm expecting everybody home any minute, and there's a trespasser skulking about.
It is Cain, and we both know what he's like.
I don't care. He could be up to anything. I don't want Victoria being frightened if he's still hanging about outside.
I'll go and have a look.
He's up to no good or he wouldn't be up here. Jack's had enough bother without have his machinery being pinched.
I'll radio in and I'll go and have a look for him. If he's there, I'll get him to clear off, then I'll come back down and let you know. And you can make me a brew.
As long as you don't mind.
Emily, it's my job.
Cain? It might work on Emily, Cain, but don't bother trying it with me. I'm not playing your silly games, all right? I've got better things to do with my time, Cain. Have you nothing better to do with your time?
Not now, I haven't.
So are we done then?
I think so.
Oh, good. Does that mean I can go and powder my nose?
Yeah, you can bring another round back as well if you like. Are we still on the works tab?
No, it's on me from now on. Please indulge me, seeing as I've made you work late. We're a good team.
Sorry?
Charity and me. People don't always see it, but it works for us. We get on very well.
I'm sure you do.
In case you were wondering,
I wasn't.
I'm just letting you know should you decide to start wondering.
Well, I appreciate the information. Let's get this sorted, shall we? I'm good at what I do. Okay, I'm lucky to get this job. Though you're lucky to get me, come to that. I'm not going to blow it before I've even had a chance to drag it out of the pathetic state it's in, because it is in a state, Chris. I'm not stupid. And you're not either, I can see that. But we're pulling it round. So, just so long as we know one another, all right?
You'll find no traps round here. Anyway, it's all a bit romantic for you, this, innit? Moonlight, stars. I'd have nicked a bottle of wine if I'd known.
You won't find it a joke when you're stuck in a cell in Hot and Nick.
Who's joking? Of course, the handcuffs are a bit of a temptation, but I'll get over it.
You just can't stop pushing it, can you?
Is that what you want?
Just back off, Cain. You're on really dodgy ground, be careful, eh?
I think we both are. I think we're both past being careful and all.
You're talking to an on-duty police officer.
I know. And I'm wondering what she's going to do with me.
Nothing. And I don't need this, so just go home, will you, Cain? You're frightening Emily.
Not frightening you, though, am I?
Look, I could lose my job just fooling around like this out here. I'm going home.
You might be fooling around. I'm dead serious.
Let go of my arm. Now, Cain, or I'll hurt you. I'll lose my job.
all I'm saying is I'll be keeping a very close eye on the management of the stud from now on.
I see. Any particular reason?
I don't trust the new manager.
With the horses? Or
With the horses.
are you quite sure?
All right, I'll tell you though. I think he's just your pawn. You hired him while I was away simply to make trouble.
Chris, you've been completely paranoid. I gave him the job because he is clearly capable of doing it, and everything I've seen so far bears me out.
Well, I beg to differ.
This isn't about horses, is it? You're just jealous because your little tart seems to have taken a fancy to him.
Not true.
And frankly, I think that says more about her than it does about Andrew. You're letting your personal feelings cloud your business judgment, Chris. Just leave Andrew alone, OK?
Morning. Snitch. How did you chicken out? Police never showed up.
Yes, they did. Sergeant Reynolds came.
Oh, I never saw her. So you did call them then?
Yes. When I say I'm going to do something, I do it.
I wouldn't boast about that if I were you. What about calling the cops? I don't think my dad would be too pleased to know that one dingle put the cops onto another. Do you? Quite apart from the fact that I might give you a good smack if you ever do that again.
Yeah, well, I had to put the money up front for materials. It's normal practice, is that?
Pollard, he won't cough up.
Oh, yes, he will. You tell me what you want and I'll get it out of him. What's going on with you two?
Nothing.
Emily?
Nothing, Mr. Dingle.
Sorry to butt in. I was hoping to find Zoe.
Well, you have to get here earlier than this if you want to catch her. She left for work hours ago.
Yes, well, I've been up since 4 this morning myself.
Problems?
Yeah, one of the mares. I thought she was going to fall last night, but nothing's happened so far and she's not looking good. I'd like Zoe to take a look at her.
Friend Harry Phillips put me in touch with a woman called Elise Thompson. She's a private owner with a single mare that gave birth to a stillborn foal just 2 days ago.
Where does she live?
Not far from here, somewhere near Harrogate. I phoned her, but she's not in, so I left a message.
Be fantastic if it worked out.
Yeah. So, I've got to phone Jim. Why don't you come through?
Oh, Chris is in the...
Oh, morning, Christopher. Didn't know you were here.
What are you doing here?
I told you I was going to keep an eye on things. I hear there's been another cock-up.
It wasn't a cock-up. These things happen.
Oh, it'd be interesting to see if Jim Marshall agrees with you. Have you told him yet?
Not yet. I haven't had time.
Maybe that's the woman with the mare.
I'll see if he's available. Can I ask who's calling? Nicola Blackstock wants to talk to you urgently.
Tell her I'm in a meeting.
I always find it's a good idea to keep my love life separate from my work.
That's exactly what I am doing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll get back to the fall.
You have a nerve. You're the last person who should be lecturing someone on keeping his personal life apart from his business.
My personal life doesn't result in the death of someone else's bloodstock.
Neither does his. It was nothing to do with that girl or anyone else that Jim's mare died. Andrew was up half the night with that horse. But you're just too much when you stick your knife into somebody.
Hello? Oh, hello, Mrs. Thompson. You got the message? Yes. Yes. Can you? Because we can send a horse box over. Well, that's very kind of you. Looks like we've got a mother for the foal.
Time for cautious optimism. Let's just hope they take to each other.
Don't.
Oh.
Afternoon.
Not in here.
Why? There's nothing wrong with passing the time of day, is there?
Meet me around the back in 5 minutes.
Well, this is a good hiding place. Bet no one can see us here.
I must be mad doing this.
About time you're a bit mad, if you ask me.
You don't understand, do you? I've got a family and a career.
Yeah. But everyone likes a bit of excitement. Are you trying to tell me it's all over?
No. No, not here.
Well, where then?
Cricket Pavilion, 6 o'clock.
You better show. And I love you, Sergeant.
It's open. How did you get in?
Well, the door was unlocked.
Really?
I thought we'd be a bit more private inside.
Yeah, well, that's true. I could lose my job, you know, just by being here with you.
I know. Breaking and entering, no trespass.
It's not funny, Cain.
I know that. You're here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm here.
You know, you can end it any time you want. No one's forcing you.
I don't want to end it. But
Yeah.
we have to be really, really careful. If this gets out, if my kids find out, they'll be devastated. My career will be finished, and I don't even know if I can trust you.
You can't. I don't even trust myself.
Well, what sort of an answer's that? Here I am looking for reassurance.
Are you? I don't think so. It's not reassurance you want from me. You went wild last night, and that's why you're here today. Yes? Or no?
Yes.
Good. So long as we've got that sorted.
Don't tell me you've been here all this time.
Of course not. I went away and came back.
You know something? You're like a complacent vulture sitting there, waiting for the kill.
Ah, the kill's already happened. Has Andrew spoken to Jim yet?
He wasn't in earlier. I think he's speaking to him now.
You mean he hasn't told him yet? I mean, what sort of manager's that?
He tried to get him earlier. Jim wasn't available.
Well, if I were Jim, I know what I'd do. There'd be a fleet of horse boxes here first thing in the morning.
Don't say that. It would finish us.
Then I'd get my lawyers onto it to see if there was a case for negligence. Looks like your friend Andrew might be going the same way as poor old Adam.
That's what you want, isn't it? There's nothing you like better. You don't care about the stud. All you want is a stick to beat Andrew with. Elise, come in. This is my brother, Chris. Chris, Elise is the owner of the mare that's fostering the orphaned foal.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, Jim. I'll look forward to it. Ta-da. My goodness, that's okay now. Is there anything else?
Oh, just your little friend Nicola Blackstock. She's called 3 times today.
Oh, no.
What do you expect? If you will run after innocent young girls.
Innocent? Nicola Blackstock? And I did not run after her, she ran after me.
Is that what you said about me?
No, of course not.
Looks like this one's not going to take no for an answer.
No, and I do not need another interruption at this stage of the proceedings. Look, you deal with that, tell her I'll see you tomorrow.
Supper?
Yeah, whatever.
Hello. Oh, hello, Nicola. Yeah. No, but he left a message.
I got through to Jim at last.
And what did he say?
He took it in his stride. He knew Megan was getting on. This was to have been her last falling. He's happy that the fall survived.
Well, that's a relief. So, Chris, you're going to join us in congratulating Andrew, getting through his first big test as stud manager?
I can see in the circumstances it would be ungracious to say anything, but yes, so well done.
Thank you. I'd like to propose a toast to successful fostering.
Successful fostering.
And a successful and prosperous future for the home farm stud.
The home farm stud.
Oh, I don't think I've seen you looking so happy in all the time you've been stopping here.
Just glad to be alive, Dad.
Late night, was it?
Just waited to leave for a few drinks. Might as well not have bothered.
Nothing to your liking, then?
We'll put it this way, they're either in couples or... You won't go there.
Do you mind? You put me off my sausage and beans.
Well, thanks for coming early, anyway.
Oh, Zach, something terrible's happened!
What's the matter?
Oh, them plumbing materials that Eric delivered yesterday, they've all gone.
How do you mean, gone?
What do you think I mean? They've been stolen.
Well, are you sure?
Well, Well, of course I'm sure. Oh, what are we going to do now? Eric's going to go spare.
Couple more, yeah.
That's what I like to see. People busy at work.
Everything all right?
No, I'm afraid not. You know them plumbing materials you delivered yesterday? They've been stolen.
Is this your idea of a joke?
Does she look like she's having you on, Eric?
I didn't lock them up because, well, I didn't think it'd be the sort of stuff anybody would want to thieve, and anyway, nobody knew it was there.
But I can always rely on you lot to send my spirits plummeting.
I'm sorry, Eric.
It's hardly Lisa's fault, is it?
No sign of it?
No.
Well, if you had a security guard keeping an eye on the place, things like this wouldn't happen.
Thank you for stating the obvious.
That's all right. I used to do a bit of property protection myself, as it happens. That's if you were looking for a suitable candidate.
And I presume the property that you were protecting was never interfered with, eh?
Naturally.
Ah.
He's the beady-eyed Dingle, this lad.
That's not all he is. And how much were you expecting for this service?
$5 an hour?
You're going to be joking.
It's an investment.
I'll give you $3.60 an hour for night hours only. Needs to be here during the day.
Fair enough.
That's what I like to see. The Dingle's been of service. And you're not to worry about the pilfered plumbing, Eric. I can get replacements at rock-bottom prices.
Ah. And how is it I'm not surprised?
In fact, if you'd only trusted me with the cash to make the purchase yesterday, you could have saved yourself a hell of a lot of money. Still, there's things we'd all seek to change with hindsight.
You'll say that again?
I've no idea what you are talking about, my love.
Don't you love me, Zachariah? I know full well you three are behind it, so stop denying it. And you! You've been in far too good a mood this morning. Now I know why.
We're just trying to teach him a lesson.
Oh, I'll swing for you, I will. Hey, and I'm surprised at you. You've been my business partner and all.
Sorry, Lisa, we're just having a laugh.
I'm just getting Eric back for not trusting us with the money yesterday.
Hey, you have to admit it were worth doing. We have taught him a lesson.
We were lucky he didn't sack us on the spot because he could have done, you know.
Ah, but instead of which, we are 200 quid up. Our Cain has got some gainful employment. What's to be uptight about?
He could still find out.
Oh.
And what have I told you, Jason Kirk, about being led astray by these pair?
Come on, Lisa. It's a perfect crime.
Hey, you can say that again. Hey!
See? You can see the funny side.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I agree with it. Oh, the trouble you cause.
Come on, lads. Let's go and recover the stash. And we can sell it back to Eric.
Oh.
All right.
Cain?
Nearly clocking off time.
Nearly. Look, I think it's best if we're not seen together like this. I've got a job to do.
Yeah. And it usually involves questioning people like me. So, no one's going to think anything of it.
All the same.
Tell you what. How about I come round when the kids have gone to bed?
No way, Cain. My house is out of bounds, always will be.
I want to see you again. Don't you feel the same?
You know I do.
Well then.
What?
It'll have to be my place.
No, Cain, we can't start hanging around at Zach's place.
Oh, he's in the pub. And so's Emily. At least we'll be working for ages yet. It'll be fine. Go on.
We want the restaurant at Emmerdale. Shea Marlin.
I thought you said it'd be safe. Lisa and Jason nearly saw me sneaking in here.
Well, they're on their way to the pub now, so no one can disturb us.
This is crazy. We're sneaking around like a couple of kids.
Well, it's your choice. Anyway, I'll add to the fun, I reckon.
Yeah, perhaps it does.
Don't get me wrong, though. I want this kept a secret, too.
You do?
Of course. I mean, I've got an image to maintain as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you have.
Well, can you imagine what Zach would say if he knew I was, sleeping with a copper?
No, hang on. Here is to a successful week's work.
Honestly, Marlon, if Bernice menu could ever outdo Shea Marlon's, she's even more off her head than she looks.
Well, we're not talking about Bernice, are we?
Well, when did you see the Tates eating at the Woolpack?
Let's see. French night?
Yeah, which was run by us. It proves my point. She's an uninviting hostess offering substandard sustenance.
I trust Andrew's been looking after you.
Oh, he has. Isn't this a charming little restaurant?
Well, I like to ensure any business associated with the stud enjoys our hospitality.
Having a cosy little foursome, are you? Marlon, what do you think you're doing? You're supposed to be out with me tonight.
Well, look, I'm sorry, Nicola. I'm going to have to escort you to the door.
Get your hands off me!
I do apologise. She's clearly a bit hysterical. Shall we order some more wine?
Yes, I think we should.
You were kissing her. I saw you up at the stud farm.
Who is she, Andrew?
Oh, I'll tell you I am, shall I? I'm his girlfriend and we're meant to be on a date. Is this what you do to all the women you start relationships with, Andrew?
We're not in a relationship.
Andrew, is this true?
You said you wanted to see me again. I didn't want a one-night stand.
And neither did I.
Perhaps you could take this lady outside.
Come on, Nicola.
You slept with him? What did you think you were doing? He's mine!
I'm not anybody's!
Oh, really? Well, thanks for spelling out the fact that I've been used. Ellie, just a minute. Shall we go after her?
No, leave Loverboy to it.
They're all the same, them Blackstocks. I bet Benny sent her over here on purpose. It's sabotage.
Shut it, Tricia.
You enjoyed that, didn't you?
Well, you have to admit it was somewhat entertaining.
I'm worried about the stud getting the wrong sort of reputation. First, we nearly lose our best client because Sean and Mark have got their brain in their trousers. Then Andrew proves he's no better. Perhaps someone's been tampering with the water supply, lacing it with aphrodisiacs.
Maybe they have. That would explain something that's been puzzling a lot of people. Why you would give Charity Dingle a job for which he has absolutely no qualifications.
We are not here to discuss charity. We are talking about Andrew Fraser and whether he's a liability to this company.
Well, that depends on whether you consider flirting with the boss's girlfriend a hanging offence.
He can't keep his hands off any woman. And Elise happens to be a client.
Andrew's here.
Well, we're not ready to see him yet. Do him good to kick his heels.
We won't be long.
I'll tell him.
We agreed that I was in charge of staffing management. I'm sure that this is an oversight and look forward to receiving your cheque in settlement. Otherwise, we'll send the lads round to blow up your tasteless, overpriced manor house. Just my little joke. But a gentle threat of legal action might not go amiss.
I was wondering if you were ready to see me yet.
Well, if I was, I'd have sent for you.
I've been waiting more than half an hour.
Really? Virginia and I were too busy to notice time go.
There are a lot of jobs I should be getting on with.
Then you'd better get back to work. Just make sure you're ready to come when I call. Has he always been that impatient?
Well, he's very conscientious. Likes to keep busy.
I was under the impression that he was rather easily distracted, especially by a pretty face.
He has always been a bit of a ladies' man.
First-hand knowledge?
I'd rather not talk about that.
Your silence speaks volumes. I think as an enlightened employer, I have a duty to protect my clients and staff from that sort of harassment.
Didn't mean to keep you waiting. Had to get the mares in.
If you were going to be late, you should have used the time to get washed. I don't like the officers smelling of manure.
Sorry.
And I don't like being embarrassed in front of clients. That performance in Shimalan was unforgivable.
OK, I made a mistake. But all that fuss was down to Nicola. It was just a casual thing. I didn't realise she was going to be so immature about it.
What about your relationship with Elise?
As far as I'm concerned, our private lives are no one else's business but our own. As to me work, she seems to be more than satisfied.
Oh, she seems to be satisfied in many ways, but that's not what you're employed for. And I'm afraid I'll have to terminate your contract.
You can't do that.
Don't tell me what I can or can't do with my own company. I don't like you. I don't like your attitude. You're out.
At least let's talk about it.
Sorry, you've run out of time. I'm a busy man. I have other companies to attend to. Oh, and word of advice. Try being more punctual in your next job.
You've gone too far this time.
Shouldn't you be out vetting?
Yes, I was just leaving when Virginia told me about Andrew.
I always suspected she was your spy in the camp.
She was just trying to stop you from ruining everything.
Is that why she feels the need to be so unpleasant to Charity all the time?
Virginia has worked with horses. She's bound to resent someone whose only qualification is warming your bed.
Well, perhaps I should terminate her contract as well.
Chris, you cannot go on like this.
You can't stop me.
Well, I can tell you what a fool you're making of yourself. How much money you are going to lose, both of us. We have got absolutely no chance of finding another stud manager half as well qualified as Andrew at this stage of the season. And if you sack Virginia, you are going to make things even worse. OK, so you have the casting vote. So we all have to put up with Charity until you get bored with her.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's not about to happen.
Well, that's between you and her. But in the meantime, please, can you let the rest of us get on with our jobs? Now, I have some calls to make. And I hope by the time I come back, you'll have undone all the damage you've caused.
I'll think about it.
I've come to collect Chris's car.
Terry normally does that.
Well, it's one of my new duties now, Mr. Tate's PA.
Oh, is that what you call it now?
Have you got a problem with that?
No, I'm just jealous. I wouldn't mind being a rich woman's plaything. Certainly beat changing oil filters. Looks like it pays better, too.
It's not like that.
Don't know if I can handle the bedroom duties, though. Oof. I suppose I'd just lie back and think of England, but hey, you're used to that.
My private life is none of your business.
Oh, but it could be. I bet you're dying for a real man sometimes, aren't you?
Well, if I was, I wouldn't want a little boy, would I? I mean, take a good look at yourself, Scott. You're a two-bit greaseball scraping a living. And if you want to hang on to that, you better learn to treat me with a bit more respect.
You'll get respect as long as the bills keep getting paid.
Well, that depends on whether I'm satisfied with the work. I haven't decided yet.
This car's running sweet as a nut. You'll not find a thing wrong with it.
Ooh, says full valley here on paperwork.
Yeah, and I washed it and polished it myself, thank
you. Well, you didn't do much of a job. I ought to be able to see my face in paintwork.
Why, so you can do your makeup? Is that part of the job too?
Look, there's plenty of other garages I can go to. There's Robblesfield, Skipdale. One word from me, and you'd lose the on-farm contract. Oh, look, there's a blemish on bonnet. I think you better wipe it over again. That's a good boy. OK, there's your cheque. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
I'm late back. I was delayed by a row with Chris. He's so stubborn.
Nothing ever changes, does it?
Do you think there's any historical precedent for divorcing your own brother?
No, sorry, I think you're stuck with him. Till death do you part.
Oh, well, it'll be sooner than he thinks if he keeps pushing that woman into our lives. Charity. He's obsessed with her.
I think he's more likely to be obsessed with what he gets from her.
Either way, I'm not putting up with it much longer.
This is really getting under your skin, isn't it?
Well, all my life, he's been the one that's got his own way. Well, not any longer. One way or another, I'm going to get her out. You don't want to listen to my troubles.
Well, right now I could do with your advice more. Kathy's coming round later. Jack's been phoning and worrying about foot and mouth.
Well, every farmer's in the same boat.
Well, yeah, but for a man who's already on trial for murder, I think he could do with hearing some good news right now, don't you?
Yeah, don't worry, I'll talk to her. It's the least I can do.
I want to talk to you. But I'll have to wait. I'm late for work.
Work? You don't have a proper job. Just a title Chris gave you to make things seem more respectable.
Well, Chris seems quite happy with the arrangement.
Well, I'm not. He's told Andrew he has to go. I was talking about sacking Virginia, and I blame you. For both.
Look, don't come whinging to me. Go and sort it out with your brother.
Oh, I will. You can't go on hiding behind him all your life.
I don't have to hide behind anybody. I can look after myself.
In that case, you won't object to us sorting this out in private.
Meaning?
Chris is out tonight. If you come to Home Farm, there's no chance of him disturbing us. And we can both sort out where we stand. Agreed?
OK, it's a date. Now, if you're quite finished, I better get off to work. Chris worries if I'm late. Getting rid of Andrew on my account?
Not at all. I try to encourage my staff to look after our clients, but that doesn't include going to bed with them. And I don't like being embarrassed at dinner.
As long as that's the real reason.
What else?
I'd hate to think it was because you were worried about me and him. Because I've told you before, you've naught to be jealous about.
Well, he does seem to be something of a ladies' man.
Yeah, and it takes two to tango. Anyway, he's not even my type.
What is your type?
I'm looking at him.
So long as I'm paying the bills.
Don't get paranoid, Chris. It doesn't suit you. Just enjoy the moment.
Sorry to interrupt. I didn't realise you were still working.
That's OK. We've got some great news anyway.
Have we?
Chris has decided to give Andrew another chance.
I wonder what changed his mind.
I decided a further probationary period would be fairer.
Very generous of you.
So you see, Zoe, your little problem's all been solved now.
You, looking for someone?
Not really, just a bit of company, I guess.
Well, you're welcome to join me.
Yeah, thanks, I'd like that. Our night out really perked me up.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Anything else putting a spring in your step? I was wondering if anything had happened with that other man you mentioned. Oh, something has happened, hasn't it?
I guess you could say that.
Well, tell me about it.
Shouldn't really. It's supposed to be a bit of a secret at the moment.
Sounds like just what you need. I hope he's totally unsuitable.
What do you mean?
Nothing, just that coming out of a dull marriage and a law and order job, a walk on the wild side seemed favourite.
Think I'll get the drinks in.
Thank you for coming.
I wasn't expecting a drink.
There's no reason why we can't be civilised.
And what's the point in that? You've already made it your mind you don't like me.
But I imagine the feeling's mutual.
I'm not bothered, to be honest. I mean, it's not like we've got a right lot in common, is it? I mean, I've had to fight my way through life. Well, you were born with a silver spoon in your gob.
No. You're quite wrong about me. I wasn't born rich. My father started as a lorry driver. Eventually, he managed to buy his own truck, but it took a long time before all that hard work paid off.
What am I supposed to do, applaud or something?
My mother worked alongside him, building up the business. But, she never really saw the benefits because she got cancer and, well, there's some that say he helped her to die. I wouldn't call it a mercy killing because while he was supposed to be comforting her, he was getting a little too much comfort. From his secretary, Kim.
I didn't come here for a history lesson. I got bored enough at school. That's why I started bunking off.
Shut up. Listen and learn. I want you to understand exactly why I won't tolerate you being here. I watched Kim slowly destroy my father, and she nearly killed Chris. So I know how much damage you can do, and I will not let it happen again.
OK, and supposing I choose to ignore all of this?
Don't underestimate me, Charity. I'm a lot tougher than you think. So you can stay and fight if you want. But I've got plenty more cards up my sleeve. You're finished here.
I don't think Chris will be very pleased to hear about this conversation.
I thought you didn't have to hide behind anybody.
I won't be hiding. I'll just be telling him what his sister's really like.
Oh, well, Chris knows me well enough. Just like I know him. Not better than you do.
You reckon?
Yeah. He might fancy you, Charity, but he doesn't trust you. You only have to look at how he reacted to you and Andrew flirting to see that. So all it would take is a word from me at the right time, a snippet of gossip here, a chance remark there, and all those doubts would start eating away.
You wouldn't do that.
I will do what it takes. And once I've started, you won't be able to shut me up.
Seem to be lost for words now, don't you?
How dare you?
Just proving that you shouldn't underestimate me either.
Get out of here.